It hurts to say goodbye, so I say hello once more, until the day I dare try fly, break the bounds of yore and soar. Still a baby bird in its nest, watch the others fly by. Too comfortable, still I need a rest, a change of pace, a new place to lie. Simply try harder, take the final leap, my fate, as always, a blur. But to concur, fall into a rabbit hole deep. To risk it all comes with great loss, until I fall before heaven's door. With this I persistently cross the borders of my will, breaking boundaries, now a crossroads. To switch lanes or stay still, simply the latter will make my soul implode. It's time for change, I will miss our adventures. Life is ever strange, but I'm in need of new endeavors. No longer stuck, do you know the definition of insanity? Question the credibility of luck. No longer do the same things over, expecting a change of trajectory. This is my way of making amends, before I willingly fade away and search for new ends. Thanks for the memories, but now I need grow. I've spent too long in the trees. Alas, need resurface, reroute, and go. Alas, a start, where begin? Presently depart, soul akin, absent heart, lost within. To lead in part, script, lined thin. Improv then, lack of word, in search of when, not where occurred. Know not what, my desire, simply but, ideas transpired. A longing for substance, not that substantial. Something of magnificence, not that attainable. Futile try, still proceed, blindly pry, all one should heed. Pointless still, what more to do? All I have is my will, and a longing for something new. Driven but no drive, hit the exhaust pipe because I caught a whiff of exhaustion. Breathe in and out, stress pressed down to revive the sense of feeling alive. Smoke the pipe, just a toke, to evoke the smoking, steaming craving of a pipe dream, mental combustion. Ignite mind, hit ignition and headlights, check the blinds, spot the spotlight shining bright. Ablaze within a craze, blaze to see the sun rays shine upon this tinted glasshouse world. Alone getting stoned, throwing stones at the rear view sight. Reflection or projection, reverse to look upon this backwards world and all its fold. A trip, a calling, to let it slip forever falling. Tripping, stalling, breaking, move forward, no, backward. Power steering, surging, soul drifting, how shocking. Or put metal to the pedal, speeding open lanes, open plains, passing mirrored. A drifter circling idly, to retreat and repeat with no feet. A shifter, shifting gear wildly. A wild child ripper, ripping away tar and concrete. The gravel still, a stone dirt world, to follow and wallow in the narrow path ahead, or reignite, spot the light, drive driven unfurled, blaze the gravel trail, travel sail past the current, past, and steer toward the future instead. Dare for more, long for new, in vain implore, renewal of view. What's in store, nothing more, a closed door, empty hall before, chase to define, thirst for the divine waters of life. Wisdom's nectar within a dying vine, intoxicating, exacerbating strife. Overindulgence, maddening descent, futile resistance, cling to dissipience, follow tomorrow, go forth, forego, all sorrow underwent. Dreaming, chasing more, pacing, racing to the exit. Chasers blur, and sight defers all before. Mind mirrors, sight concurs, exhibits. You lose yourself again, a part loss of sanity. Still I find blind in mind asking when. Incompliant, to see incompliancy, the vanity of humanity. The path of greed laid, everyone claims, to deconstruct the constructs the overseers made, to deface in place of stasis before the many faces, new aims. Simply a goal. What lay beyond the norm? Let's take a stroll, and witness severed society in complacency, conform and perform. Stand before freedom's shore, dare I ask for more, seemingly dreaming evermore, I long for what's in store. Maddening descent, get lost in the wilderness, all before underwent, since birth makes worth beyond the abyss. Triumphant, since infant, a feel reveal and chase, magnificent, out of place, replace and deface. Magnitude, overwhelming. Attitude, ever excelling. Break boundaries, see before the seven seas, sail the tide, reside before treachery, subside, abide, know, set free. Imagination ignites, here I lay, absent of insight, in light of brighter day. Eos leads, drawn before dawn, where few dare proceeds, the soul and whole reborn. Freedom found, sacred ground, dare you get around? On sacred soil, lost and abound. Chills distill, whatever the case, do as dare will, watch the mask of reality deface. In hopes believe, we self-deceive, a fabricated glow of all we rarely know. Still seducing, a lie introducing, we've met as since upset, in ways beget, disguise in a fret. Coping, hoping merely, long to love sincerely, believe we grieve nearly, slow will distill, avoid full dearly. Therapy is strange, addiction deranged, see reality we rarely rearrange, fully out of signal, far out of range. This is the fun bit, in absence, reluctance, rarely of wit. Pretend not so, self-willing to play victim to our fabrication of sorrow. Now the overturn, so high then coming down, permanence and resistance I yearn, futile try, let it cry, the tears of a clown. Showboating, naturally all things come to an end, the rush before soar, admittedly in vanity gloating, in part I part, since start, descend, woes reascend. Talented? Yes. Willing? Sure. Dedicated and devoted? I digress. What a mess, seek cleanse and closure. Lack of substance, dance alone under the rain, give not a glance, the spark within the dark, present a chance in abundance. Presently before the sacred sea, simply plainly scattered in a shattered plain. Empty and crackling the surface. Where's the blessing of bliss? Is there more than this? I ask as I long all I miss. Once again, truth be told, wonder when fate beholds an answer, reality blurs. Simply unsure, how is it I find blind in mind, yet sight see concur? Touring agony, simply enlightened, set me free, dare dream in a seeming nightmare, ever frightened. The end has no end. Spirits wallow abundantly, drink the nectar, in sure descend, chasing chases, spirits you see, rarely possessing me. Here I am, dare I say, give a damn, whither away. Words be true, recite within, nothing new. Soul akin, madness ensues. Here I stand, dreams pursue, leisure demand, pleasure takes hold. Seems to be ever cold, in need heed, find me. Greed? No. Excess alleviates stress, forgo the sorrow, tomorrow digress. Drunken ramblings, Dranatos, a madman, see beyond everything. Dragon does as he can. I don't care, the world is dying, at least I'm aware, why dare try denying? Kill with a throw, rush with the hunt, see reality and fantasy distill, chase and deface in place of all you want. What matters it? Madness takes hold before the devil's pit. See we simply society is cold, conform or reform, merely choice of the individual. I long prolong perform, seats all before fall at a standstill. Who cares? Let's see what happens then. Dare if you wear the drapes of ritual, virtual, spiritual, zen. Peace and conflict, ironic yes. See who dares restrict. A button before you, dare you press? Self-destruct, I mean selflessly will you obstruct. By their construct, dare you dissever and deconstruct. Laughing, daring, telegraphing, ever, never caring. False belief, long for truth, stand before grief, known since youth. Spirit dissever, knows in heart, ever so clever, merely played in part, a scripter, prediction, infliction, rendered a blur, merely see he be of addiction. A slave, depraved of heart, what a rave, alas since start. A game of loss, who be victor, watch my body toss, soul mirror, concur, deter. Absent mind, games we play, neglect of better kind, in dismay find blind, astray. Own doing, still what a rush, a longing for renewing, before the succubus in bliss blush. A seductress, poisonous nectar, succumb since numb come to madness, willingly obscure. Freeing, how of able mind, lost before my being, how of a way unwind, addictive, wrong still, to date, fabricate a will to live, witness misery embody and distill. Fade and degrade, oh what a trip, by my hand I've been played, willingly I trip, slip, and tip. Good times rolling, who cares anyway? Carelessly strolling, I witness in madness and fabricated bliss, my soul wither away. How see, how write, simply and patiently, long the day ignites, spark within darkness, enlighten insight, be gone this atrocious abyss, confusion before the definite light. Definitive, define divine enlightenment please, a will to live, search simply, away dismay surcease. Confusion, stand before an illusion, solution, in soul solely break for the sake of delusion. Lost to be found, how profound it seems, to willingly ground, down to earth what's worth, merely in dreams. Fearful, tearful to say the least in that sense, give an earful, hear but adhere not listen for glistening, a fabrication immense. Fascination, free will endows you, imagination, still dare we follow through? What's real, dare we feel, life simply deals, to play or walk away, the cards display of feels in snippet reels. Poker plays the joker, the punchline find we in a gamble, when all falls a blur, we find blind until we fall in shambles. What a game, I play myself too, such a shame, to downplay all I thought I knew. I love you, life cares not, to come to, realize simply we systemically forgot. Return the days of yore, lost myself again, long for more, wonder what's in store, over yonder a blur and then, drink, 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 thirst insatiable, one overfeels when they overthink, substance in abundance only kills one's will. Unstable maybe, running, tearing, nearing departure ever quickly, fly soaring high but rarely fearing. What happens now? What's to become of me? Have to make it work somehow, if only visibly foresee. Reality crashes, fantasy vanishes, the enemy lashes, conflicting force clashes. The battle unending, draw, draft in war, how withdraw? The spirit of fear unrelenting, condescending, evoking and provoking evermore. The time is right, how soon is now then? A lack of brighter insight, dull, dim, absent of light, fighting again. I don't care, barbaric egotistic men, in the end wear and tear is all they bear, still in search of what, where and when. To luck out, I struck gold, to live in doubt, fortune and faith, favor and I behold. Rise above it, how forget, before the devil's pit, how soon to beget. I care too much, I dare dissever, these feelings as such, never say never, still too true, who to be, me or you, simply a fallacy, dare relate, a split personality, personally undergoing hate, simply of me, confusingly. I lost myself again, I mourn the past, ever to sever, wonder when, over yonder, a blur moving fast. Simple life bores me, I desire limitless expedition, infinite possibility, sure overwhelming delving into its depiction. I want fiction, I want no ends, I want my absurd predictions, I want a crazy life of adventure with friends, I want to see everything, I want to meet everyone, I want to know all things, I want to rise brighter than the sun. Give me the world, give me its mysteries, give me its treasure and pleasures that is full, indulge me in all its secrecies. I want what I don't know, I want what I can't see, I want what you don't show, I want what I can't be. Free of everything, yet abundant from a distance, to be angelically in sightseeing, witnessing all revealing, freely in resistance of worldly matters, life's warmer embrace, imagination glitters, scattered sparkles upon my face. No bounds, just living my way, my will, my choice, no worry, fear, or stray, simply enjoy, rejoice. To have a good time always, until my heart beats its final drum. The orchestra no longer plays, the curtain closes, people throw roses, and I undercome. All in that which I acted by. Look back happily, look down upon from the sky, and then proceed to see a stage more heavenly. The desire for woman and money, really, I couldn't care for. Simply feigned to inflame society, sparked the fire of desire for art's integrity from before. I want to change everything. I want Hollywood to burn. I want the Renaissance's second coming. I want the seas of reality to churn. To subside the tides of fantasy, to flow a wave of evolution. I want to feel something more real than reality could ever be. I want to reveal and revolve in revolution. To steer the minds, to inspire and ship the next generation of artists. To shake the brakes of mankind, the salty waves that make fault rests. I want everything to change. I want the world to be wiser. I want reality estranged. I want the stranger minds to stir. I want new and unique. I want a novel approach and curious eyes. Redundant, a trendy look and boutique. Your life should be a book, not a page you plagiarize. I want you to try to create the most authentic art ever formed. Then once again after but further outdo, have a breakthrough greater than any before performed. Art knows no bounds, so try until you've transcended wherein your mind felt limited, until you've created something far more uniquely profound than ever before exhibited. There's no limits, my friend, apart from you. Don't settle, instead contend. Go against yourself too. There's no such thing as perfect, so aspire to make it. With great intellect, the aspect and subjects will then intersect. It is then you must further break it. Don't believe in good enough. Change everything. For most it may seem tough, but rarely doubt deceives. Just believe, and you can do anything. We are limitless, and you are art. Best believe we will escape this abyss. Enthralled to still beyond the emptiness depart. Full with light the dull plain, color the scenery. Black and white, a divided lane. Once segregated, now together let's intertwine, merge, and surge in synergy. All for one and one for all, my friend. Love and lust for life. Equal and still thrillful, chill and transcend. The souls of beauty kill strife. Humanity is lost. Let's show the way creatively. In need of cleansing fast, let's dispense immensely freely. This is for all, artists and artisans. The call to fall, the binds that blind simple man. Humanity in whole needs a rendition of passion and will. In mind blindly stroll, now enlighten in delight, ignite the burning yearning of the individual. A blazing fury, here's for life. Burn the wick that ties spirits profusely, the soul ties of strife. We free rife artistically, profoundly found creatively, uniquely, abundantly, excel through hell in a craze, ablaze angelically.